Now then, how are we all, people? As you can see, it's another sunny day here in the East Midlands, and welcome to another episode of Mrs Moore's Garden, The Regrowth. English Countryside Days, Mrs Moore's Garden, The Regrowth. I don't know how many titles I can give it. So, we've just come back from a week away, and we've had a walk around the garden, and the garden is very naturally growing, as you know gardens do. So what I'm going to do, right, I want to show you. I bought a couple of Christmas trees at the start of December. Now, my granddad used to grow Christmas trees. He used to put them in the garden or leave them in a pot and bring them in, and they always survived. Now, we came back off holiday in June. Told me off because she says, I told you to put these in the garden, I told you to plant them, and they all seem to be like losing little bits of them. So I'm going to plant them in our woodland walk round here. I'm going to probably stick one there against the wall, and then probably stick another one over here, I don't know, somewhere, probably there, and see if they do grow. My granddad always, you know, he thought Christmas trees were like indestructible. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant one there, and I think I'll plant that one over there, and then I'm going to come back because somebody mentioned that they were surprised that we hadn't put some kind of membrane down. We absolutely hate membrane. The house, the other next door where we live, somebody had membrane there, and it was a complete nightmare. I do not understand the point of membrane. Get down on your knees and weed. I don't know, is that right? Is that, you gardeners out there, do you like the membrane? Or, you know, at least with this we can try and keep it natural. We can pick the weeds out, but when you've got membrane, it just seems to suffocate stuff, and it just makes it a quagmire and all that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant my Christmas trees, and then I'll show you a walk around the garden. I'll walk you around the garden and show you what's been growing round this garden of ours. All right. So I've gone 15 steps this way, 13 steps to the left, 2 to the right, and then I've got an X, so I'm going to dig it here. Okay, hopefully break up the soil a little bit. Oh, it's a bulb. Being attacked by a bee. Don't kill the bees. The bees are a gardener's friend. Now what I'm going to do, people, I've been watching, me and June, we've been watching other channels, and we've been watching this man in Scotland. Well, there's 3 men in Scotland. One's called Rewilding Jude, and he's got a little cottage in the north of Scotland, well, in Scotland somewhere, and he's doing growing stuff and all this, and it's really good. He's a nice, simple channel, and a very nice man. He's good, and he's just easy watching. So if you watch this, and you've not heard of Rewilding Jude, get over there and have a look. And then there's another channel called Two Blokes and a Dog, and they film their life as well around their little country and little country cottage, and they love it, and it's good, just easy watching. So right, I'm going to get some water and I'll see what's cracking on. Okay people, I forgot to put the camera on, but I've put some feed in there, some tomato feed. I haven't got anything else, so I've put that in. I've put some water in, and this is the tree that's going in. So and what I'm going to do as well is, folks, like now, I've said this before, oh look, Mrs. Mulholland at polystyrene, amazing. I've said this before and I'll say it again, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here, right? Junie Baby has told me that this part of the garden is now mine, so I don't know. So stand it up a bit more, firmly press it down. See, I also don't think that when we put these up in the tree in a pot, when we put them up in a pot, it was really windy and it kept blowing them over, and we tried to tie them up, hold them up and everything, and it just didn't work. It just didn't want to know, and they kept falling over. And then I didn't do as June said. She told me to replant them. I was doing other stuff, and basically I've neglected them, and I'm hoping I can save them. So I've put that in, put some water in. I didn't know whether to go deeper than that or not. Hopefully, I don't know whether I'm overwatering it, but this is the idea of this channel. People like your good selves will watch and tell me if I've done something wrong. Then that way other people will watch this channel and it'll become educational. So there you go. So that's tree number one. I'm going to do number two. Okie dokie then. So there it is, 2 Christmas trees planted. That one doesn't look too bad. I mean, I don't know the life of a Christmas tree. It's never really something I've looked into. That one does look a bit sorry for itself, doesn't it? Looks like it's been scorched, but hopefully in this part of the garden the sun starts up there, and then it just gradually goes round. So hopefully, I don't know whether the sun is good for trees of this kind or not. Yeah, but there they go, they're in. So, right, what I'm going to do now then, people, I'm going to start weeding some of this. Get some of these bits up. It's warm out here. It ain't half hot, mum, I think is the phrase. So what's happened is I've been and done a bit of weeding. I've tried to dig the roots up as well, but it's hard work because the little weeds that I've missed them over there, unbelievable. So what I've done is I've weeded all the bits that you could see. I've dropped a weed there, look. Oh gold, Dave, you're an amateur. Come on Dave, get a grip, son. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to show you, if you can remember back to the last video, and before we went away for a week, or 6 days, shall we say, 6 days. These are stood up. We've had a bit of a clean up, tidy up down here. I don't know if you can remember the potatoes. Oh, hold on, strawberries. We've decided to put the strawberries outside because they were wilting a little bit. We've only been out for the night. And there's the one that Ginger's had. There's one strawberry there. and there's more flowers coming, so hopefully with it being outside now it'll be okay. Now in one episode we actually June actually trimmed this bush fig tree thing or whatever it is, and look at the things, the buds. Now Elaine said that these might turn into fruit. If we're lucky they could turn into fruit, so hopefully we could have a load of fruit. Now this is the best one. Look at me spuds. Now I only covered them up a week ago, and look at them, they've gone absolutely bloody loopy. So what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to give them a bit of a water, and then I'm going to try and chuck some more compost on them and see how we go. I'm lost for words how well they've done. So look at that. We gave everything a bit of a water last night, and then the heavens opened. So, you know, I'm going to have to get the strimmer out tomorrow and do all that. We've got some poppies coming up here, something. So June says, oh, I ain't got a clue. They're started to sprout. The grassy knoll that we've now decided to call it. Just hope Lee Harvey Oswald don't turn up. And we'll take all these stingers out and stuff, because obviously it's still fertile land, it's natural. So we're going to have a bit of a weed up tomorrow. Now this is one of the main things. We thought this in episode 1 or episode 2, we thought this was dead, and we are so happy that it's got life, because this was so close to being just taken away, because we just didn't think it was doing anything. But it's got shoots coming out the bottom as well. Elaine pruned it, and look, it's just unbelievable. We're so happy that it's growing, because it was part of Mrs. Moore, and she obviously had this here and she'd got it growing up here and everything. We were so happy it's actually growing into here, into poly 1. The carrots are still coming. The lettuces that are left are still going. These are the lettuce seeds that I planted last week. Again, we can't believe how well they're growing. We've got some lettuces that are fighting through. Some of that one's a bit, yeah, that one's a bit in it. The spring onions, I don't know how well they're going underground, but we're sticking with them. The carrots look like they're going to be carroty. We'll have rabbits coming round and nicking them. The radishes, look at that. Now for the visually impaired, which is Auntie Sue, we've got radishes, and the radishes are actually coming out the ground. So I don't know what's going off there. We've got some over the ground and we've got some in the ground. We'll water them later on tonight. We've got the pepper, he's still looking happy. Sergeant Pepper. Yeah, that's his name, Sergeant Pepper. We've got flowers coming on the tomato seeds, on the tomato plants, which we're happy about. We haven't got any flowers coming on there yet. Oh, what's that? I think we've got a flower there. And it looks like we might be having some kind of flowers there. So that's just keep them going. We've still got the cucumber. We don't know what to do with that. We're a bit worried. I might give that a bit of water as well. The other cucumber's still going. We don't know. It's one of those, we're still learning. I know I keep repeating myself. I said I keep repeating myself. These are the beans. They've taken a grab of the... well, that one ain't. He's going over there, look. Come on over here, you. Behave yourself. You're making me look a fool in front of all these people. Right, can you get hold of that? Right. So, we've got nasturtiums as well. Hey, you remembered it. These are growing up as well. They've taken the grip of the poles. We've got catnip. Now, apparently this is Nepeta. Uncle Peter. I want to kill it. Uncle Peter after me, Uncle Peter, who is no longer with us. Rhubarb. We've got some rhubarb down there. That's still going. Now the peas, well, you can see from here on the camera how well they're doing. Oh, he's jumped away again. Look at that. He did that when he thought I weren't looking. He left that cane. Yeah, we've got the peas coming. These are the ones that Elaine gave us, so we're happy with them as well. And then we've got the beans as well. It's all falling into plan. It's all falling into plan. So, and I've also think I've got some furniture for that for the air raid shelter. So we'll see. All right then, folks. Get you in a bit. So you've just seen me trim the grass and those dandelion things. For some reason my trimmers, I don't know, I don't get it. I've got to take it back to be fixed. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to see what I can do, clean all this up here, and then we're going to try and turn this into a garden bed of some kind. What we're going to do here, sweetheart, this bit here next to the garage, we're going to put poppies in it. There is poppies in it. Yeah, so I'm going to tidy this bit up, and then I might try and make it some kind of a border or what, but I'm just going to tidy this up. Junie Baby's doing some weeding. Yeah, and that's what it is really, folks. It's just about cracking on and tidying this place up. Okay, people, so I've cleaned a bit of that up, but we've got more pressing things that needed to be done. So, sorry if it's a bit windy, people. We've turned that over, we've done some weeding there, that we thought this was more important than digging a new bed. So I've turned that over, me and Junie Baby have turned that over, took some weeds out and everything. Yeah, and then I've decided to weed the country, the woodland walk. We call this the woodland walk because, I don't know, just something to call it. So I've been taking up the weeds and stuff. We're actually thinking about putting some kind of membrane down to stop the weeds from coming up. But yeah, this is now more maintenance of the garden, just digging things up. We do know that they will come back again, these weeds. It's what they do, it's what they're for. I think we've got some wild strawberries here. Are they wild strawberries, folks? Please let me know. But we think they are wild strawberries. So yeah, it's just excuse me, yeah, it's just tidying up now. It's maintenance of what's happening in Mrs. Moore's garden, the regrowth. So I'm going to crack on with this. Junie baby's just gone to make a cup of tea, so we'll sit here and have a cup of tea in a bit, and then when we've drank a tea and we've finished here, I'll walk you around the garden. I'm sorry it's not as action-packed as normal, but yeah, this is just gardening now. So now then, this is the outro. I do apologise if it's a little bit windy. The wind has suddenly picked up and suddenly taken us by surprise, and it's suddenly gone all dark and gloomy. But there you go. So this is the outro. This is just a quick recap. So I cleared this up. I tried to dig it over, and I got about 2 inches down, and it's basically just concrete or something under there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. This is something we're just going to have a quick think about. And I've ripped up the hose pipe for the irrigation system or whatever. We don't need it. We've got watering cans, so we should be okay. Now into Poly One, and we have been to Hathern Garden Centre. I've had a word with a lady called Kerry, and we were talking about plant feed and things like that, and we've basically decided that the tomato food, these will do what we need it for. You can get a different one for the lettuces, but you know, this is for everything. So these carrots are coming along nice. We've had a few lettuces pass away. They didn't make it. We don't really know where we're going wrong with the lettuces. Some are nice and growing and taking, and some aren't. So there it is. These are the seeds that I planted. I think I showed you them on Thursday when we came back from being away, and they're coming along nicely with the spring onions and more carrots there. We're quite impressed. Sergeant Pepper, he's still going along. Look at him. Yeah. We had some radishes out. They were a little bit disappointing. We don't know where we've gone wrong. Perhaps there's not enough room in there for them to grow. Don't know. Haven't got a clue. We had about 4 of those. So yeah, these are growing as well. We'll see how they go. The tomatoes are coming along nice. They've got the flowers on. We've got 1 flower on that one as well. Nothing on these yet, so we'll have to see. This is a watermelon. I meant to tell you this is a watermelon. We're going to give it a go, see what happens. We've planted the other cucumber. Well, June's made me plant that one. She says if it goes wrong, it's my fault. So fair enough. Oh, she's here. How are you, lover? What? Are you laughing at me?
I was listening.
She was listening. You're quite happy with the peas and everything, aren't you, sweetheart? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right. We're quite happy, aren't we, for our first attempt. So, all good. Nothing seems to have been gotten at.
We lost 1 runner bean, didn't we?
1 runner bean. We've
I don't know what happened to that, but
yeah, I don't know what's happened to it. Well, we don't know. Is he still going?
I don't know. It looks like something's ate it.
Something's ate it. It would have been me. Now, this is the exciting bit for us. Where's it gone?
What?
No, they're there, round there. We've got currants.
We don't know whether they're red currants or black currants.
But they weren't there yesterday. I've just been digging and weeding.
And then we've got pears.
We've got pears.
Is there something wrong with this though? Do we need to...
I don't know. Can somebody tell us? Because that one looks okay. But these don't. But I didn't. We came out here the other day, didn't they? And this was just a mass of blossom. Yeah. Weren't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, look. The currants are coming there, look. Focus. Hold on, I'll put my glasses on. That might help. But yeah, this is exciting, isn't it, June?
It is for you.
It is. Don't know what this. Rhubarb's tuck. He's quite happy. Well, there's a dog called Rhubarb.
Yeah, rhubarb and custard.
Da 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 da.
It used to remind us of our old doodles, didn't it?
Yeah. So I've weeded this, got it up. I've got a bit of I've got a blister. I've decided to leave them strawberries in. See if they are.
They are, the wild strawberries.
They're wild. Now, the next project, June, are we going to rip this carpet up?
I think we ought to.
Yeah, I think the carpet's got to come up, isn't it? Oh,
This tree root's growing through it, look.
yeah.
So it must be from this thing.
June's trimmed up the Christmas trees because obviously I didn't plant them. I keep getting reminded of that I didn't plant them. So we've seen a bloke on YouTube. I don't know if anybody's seen YouTube, and it's an app that has videos on that tells you how to do things. And this bloke's,
well, what happened were they were in pots for Christmas,
yeah.
and Dave, I kept saying to him, "You're going to plant them trees. You're going to plant them trees. You're going to plant them trees," and he didn't.
No, so
anyway, we come back from a week away and they were dead.
well, they don't look very healthy.
They
Anyway,
didn't look very well, so I've cut all the dead bits up and hoping for the best.
yeah. But there you go.
They're blooming expensive as well.
Yeah. The strawberries.
We've just eaten one.
We've just had one strawberry, and
I think Ginger was eating them while we were
yeah, I
away.
think Ginger's been eating them.
We've got quite a few on there.
Yeah, they're coming, look. So we're happy with that. Is there anything else that we need to mention?
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes. You seen me show you the potatoes at the beginning of the video. So I've chucked some more compost on, and look at them beauties.
Thing is though, by the time we've spent all the money on the compost, the seed potatoes.
Yeah, you'd have been just better off.
Sack of spuds.
Yeah, you've just been better off going Morrison's, but it's the enjoyment. Now, what are these, June? Are
Passion
these
fruit.
Passion fruit. I think I said they were figs at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, it's passion fruit.
So, hopefully, we'll be
It'll
having
definitely flower, but Elaine said it's very much dependent on whether it gets
pollinated.
yeah. So we'll keep leaving the garage.
Poly 2.
The Poly 2 open.
So,
But there was a bee in here earlier on.
bee. Buzzing. So, let me go first, sweetheart. So, there we have it, folks. Where are you going, sweetheart? Don't want to be on camera. Been there, done that, ain't you, sweetheart? On the YouTube. So this is it. This is the end of this episode of Mrs. Moore's Garden, the regrowth. I will be doing less of these now. What I might do is just like.
We've had radishes as well. haven't
We've had radishes. I've said about the radishes. We only had 4 or 5, didn't we?
Yeah, but I've got them for the salad today.
But we've gone for the salad today. I'll be doing less of these, basically because we've got everything done and we've got other things lined up now. But what I'll do is I'll do like little 5-minute videos of how we're getting along, and I'll do something because we're going to get a table and chairs in here, aren't we?
Yeah,
Aren't we?
ain't we?
Common as muck. Yeah, so we're going to do something here. I might video myself ripping this carpet up because that's bound to be funny because I'm bound to fall over and end up on my
I've got a
backside.
feeling It goes under the polytunnel.
Well, if it goes under Poly 2, then I don't know what we're going to do.
We'll have to cut it off.
Just trim it up, kind of thing. But yeah,
We need to put a pathing down there, don't we?
yeah, we need
I'm
to
not
make
sure
a path.
what we're going
and-
to do.
Yeah,
Shall I bring the strawberries in?
you can do, sweetheart. I'll swing round so you're not on camera. So thank you for watching this episode of English Countryside Days and Mrs. Moore's Garden, the regrowth. Please like and subscribe, and
We've still got Mrs. Moore's flag.
yeah, we've still got Mrs. Moore's flag.
Because we don't get rid of it in case it's treason or something.
Yeah, we don't get rid of it, so we're not going to get rid of it. So yeah, if you would like and subscribe and spread the word of this little channel, and like I said earlier on, go and watch Rewilding Jude and Two Men and a Dog.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, Rewilding Jude is yeah,
It's natural.
he is a natural,
It's naturally funny.
and he's just a nice man. So there you go. So watch him, watch Two Men and a Dog, and there's another bloke called Alan Titmarsh who does gardening. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
He's got his own YouTube.
He's got his own YouTube channel, so go and have a look at him and give him some love. Tell him that not Blue Van Man, tell him that English Countryside Days sent him. Okay then, people, laters.